There's Byron.
It's TL Logistics. No, I'm about to move down myself.
If this ends up being an alternate universe and this goes green, this might finish before qualifying. That'll never happen, but you know.
What?
52 left to
Sam,
go.
watch out for that 6 car. He's dangerous.
Very.
Watch out for that 77 too.
Yep.
I'm
you
waiting
better
for
watch
Larry
out for me because I've got her hot tonight.
If it's
I'm waiting for
moving,
Larry
you better watch
McReynolds
out
to come
for
up
it.
with his statistic of where the statistically the last caution is.
Take
All
care.
right,
All
sir.
right, Jason. I'll
Thank
see
you.
you after.
Whoever.
Come on, try fucking harder.
All right, welcome in, folks. This is Jason from First Gear Racing, bringing you live coverage through First Gear Network of round 1 of our new series, the First Gear Racing Craftsman Truck Series. We're battling some constraints tonight with the Daytona 500 still live and in action since the rain delay earlier today. We've also got some members that are at the track this weekend, so not everybody that signed up is able to make it this evening, which is fine. We're going to bring it with the field that we have and get this season started off on the right foot. So guys are practicing a little pit party right now, so we're just tuning into that. Just want to thank you all that are tuning in, joined us here in the booth. Ought to be an interesting evening. First time First Gear Racing's bringing the truck series to the service for us in our year that we've been together. So trucks are always fun, blast to drive. And we started off at the biggest track, the biggest race of the season, so going to be even better. You see the 31's blinking a little bit there. Truck here, everybody dips down, everybody's squirrely. It's together so far. You see a lot of pushing. So far we've got what looks to be 13 cars in the field this evening. So far, still have 25 minutes left to practice. We'll get on to qualifying in the race. Tonight's race, pull that up here. Tonight's race is scheduled for 100 laps with stage breaks at laps 20 and 30. Current ambient temperature 74 degrees. Sorry, that's track temp. Ambient temp 73 degrees, 40% humidity, clear skies, and a 10-mile-an-hour wind. As the sun starts to set here in practice and through qualifying, we should be pretty much into the night when the race starts. 77 down on the apron. Oh, he comes up. We'll hold on to it, though. Oh, there's some contact, and there they go. There they go. Carnage ensues. Turn the volume up just a little bit here. There we go. So far, showing on the tower here, just looking at who's got the fastest so far. Fastest lap times. Again, this is pack racing, so these aren't individual lap times. We'll see slower times when it comes to qualifying. But so far, at least on the leaderboard, Jonathan Hambrick in the 60 has registered the fastest lap time, a 46.96 second lap. Really good lap time. Take a look at the field here. We've got Jonathan Hambrick's the only Ford, or no, two Fords, sorry, the 97. Samuel Carter's in a Ford. Andrew Groves in a Toyota. The rest of the field just taking time is in Chevys, and it looks like the other drivers that haven't taken time yet are in Chevys as well. So Chevy heavy night tonight. And it looks like everybody's kind of chill. Nobody's on track currently. So we're just playing the waiting game to see if they fire up another pit party or whatnot. As like I said, we still got a little bit of time here in practice for these guys to get comfortable with each other. A long race of drafting and working together to come to this to make it to 100 laps. You know, you don't want to rough it up early. So if you got to get it out of the way and find out what you can push your truck to, now's the time to do it, because you can just reset and get a new truck. In the race, you get to reset, get towed if you have to, or make it back to the pits. And there's one fast repair, as we generally run in all of our series for guys that get caught up in something, but that fast repair may take you a while to get to use, or if you use it early, and then you got to be safe the rest of the night because you don't have anything else to lean back on. So we'll see how that works out for these guys this evening as well.
Three, two, one, go.
Just 5 trucks practicing here. John Deere truck. Samuel Carter, Hackleburg, Alabama. Nothing runs like a deer.
Love it.
Right behind him is going to be the one of Donald Ray from Rockwall, Texas. Baby Ruth, number 1, Chevrolet. Behind him is going to be Andrew Groves, 45 Toyota. Pennsylvania. Bright colored truck. Shiny numbers though. It's a sharp paint job. Really good looking truck. Right behind him is Mark Owlett in the 80. Little rescue. Good looking truck. Every single car that Mark puts together, his paint job's always reflecting the little rescue, and really get some good designs and making those trucks pop. So fun to see that. And then right behind him and next to him now is Dust Champs from Florida. On track, Brendan Decker. He's behind the 25. Should be the 05. He doesn't have the right paint job to match his truck number. Dan Taylor. Double check that real quick. Pack has caught them, and then they've kind of folded themselves in with them. A pack of 5 to a pack of 7. Paint's refresh. Looks like that 25 didn't change, so just for note for tonight, 5 is actually the 25. Actually, it's refreshing now. Let's see, does it change to something else? It's taking a while. Wait and see. Nope. Updated right back to the 25.
Jonathan, I gotta fix my force feedback. I'm all over the place here. But, I'm gonna run this out and see how it goes. I'll try to fix it down this back truck.
See these two guys on the outside, 45 and the 31, trying to make something happen on the outside, but tracks like this usually numbers prevail. 5 trucks on the inside line to your 2 trucks, so they got to get heavy with the side drafting, trying to pull those trucks back. Now they've got a 3rd truck, so now 3 versus 4, closer battle, and definitely make things happen for them. dive off there. Back to a group of 5. Still got 14 minutes left to practice here. Just taking a look at the coverage, looks like Daytona 500 is under caution. 37 laps to go. Which means pit window's open.
Jonathan, I'm gonna pit on this one. All right, yeah, I will too.
You see and hear DB there on the radio. And Jonathan are on the track together, both going to try to hit pit road this time. Check back in with this pack. Looks like it's dwindled down to 4. Nope. Blinky McBlinky. Brendan over here freaking me out. Camera got lost. So we got the 80, the 05, 45, and 31. These trucks are getting a little uneasy when they get close to each other. Depending on the kind of bump they're getting to, doesn't always help. Going to have to hold a solid line tonight. Keep your trucks clean and be able to make it to the end of this 100 lapper. See the 80 pushes up, going into 3 there. Just getting an update here. Alright, Jared Walker, Todd Smith, Zachary Bardsley have all joined in. That puts us up to a 15 car. Whoa! Touchy, they're getting up here. Just going to check out here just for a moment. I'll be right back.
Come on, try fucking harder.
Maybe we won't have as many cautions.
The heck is that? Oh, of course it had to be Jason. What's up, big dog? No, nothing. Just.
He talks a lot. I did old race chats and I've got out of them because he talks all the time.
Oh, the handling's
I
great,
think it's fine.
but I'm saying that as in front of the pack. So
I think it's fine.
crap.
I think everybody's pushing super hard.
Yeah, I think it all depends on the guy that's being pushed if they can hold a wheel.
That was
Like I
close.
was behind the 60 and he couldn't hold a wheel for nothing. So if you can hold a good wheel, you can be pushed even in the corners. If you're loosey-goosey
Tried to
and
blow up
jerking it,
driving, but
it
I
ain't
was
gonna
just
work.
going too fast. I'm right behind you, right here.
Yeah.
Should
Let
be
me.
fun. Hey Jason, what brought up that caution if you don't mind me asking? Right. All right. Right.
For you. Thank you.
Getting hot, getting hot, getting hot.
I did
Don't
that.
try.
77 pit.
They going damn right. Dan Taylor's probably going to be tough to beat.
Don't worry, I got what somebody said, Atlanta? Not to worry. Who's that? The 05?
Yeah, he's right in front of me here, Dan Taylor.
And
Yeah.
he did the same thing at Bristol, and we told him.
Hey Dan, you're registered as a 05, but your truck is showing a 25. So I just want to let you know if you can get that fixed, that'll be fantastic, brother.
I doubt if he'll answer. He would never answer any of us the other night.
Yeah. I
All
said
right,
Roger
Jason.
that.
Have fun.
Thanks, Jason. Oh, he just says he mic'd up. I didn't hear a word he said though.
Come on, try fucking harder.
All right, I'm back here in the booth as we're down to just under 6 minutes left to practice. We're gonna be getting to qualifying here pretty shortly. Checking in there, the Daytona 500's down to 29 laps to go under green, running 3 wide. My 9 car's back in 17th. Don't know what happened there. Been running up in the top 5 most of the night. I'll have to keep an eye on this as the race gets closer to the end. Been a long day of racing for opening of the Cup Series season, that's for sure.
Dan Taylor, you got a copy?
Copy. How you doing, Ben?
Pretty good. Hey, you're registered as a 05, and we have to run the numbers that we're registered under.
Okay, yeah, I got 05 on my truck right now. I switched my number before I come in. I also changed. I had a different type of paint scheme, but I kind of changed it. It should be showing a regular Steve Park Pennzoil with the 05 on it.
Okay, I just hadn't updated my trading paints. Appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. I ain't too good at it or the trading paint, but if it's not right, I'll keep working at it. But, you know, as far as what I'm seeing right now, it's what it is.
Jump on with that 05 here. They were talking about his paints not matching car. Camera shot that maybe actually shows it as it reloads in again on Trading Paints. Trading Paints getting its workout today. I tell you that. That's not a big deal. That happens. Let's see if we can get that fixed. Right now we got a couple cars on track. Mr. DB Daniel Butler. It's 18 Cheetos Chevrolet. He's from Winter Haven, Florida, along with Trevor Benz is as well. He's not here tonight. He's at Daytona at the race. Take a look at the 05, just see if it updated on the paints. Still shows 25 for me. The only thing left to do for me is to close it out. Turn off the paints. Go in and delete everything from that folder real quick just to see if we can get it to work.
I hear you. Go ahead. I was just testing.
He's in a Silverado, so folder is empty, it says, so I cleared them all. Let's open it up again, see what happens. 14th chime's a charm. Moto Brewer, we need a Chevy win, I agree. I think we'll get one tonight, maybe. Right now the 18 truck's the only one on track as we're coming up to our last minute of practice. Right now, checking in at...
Hey guys, I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight and doing the first Daytona race in the truck series. We are doing the choose rule after the first restart. When we start the race, it'll be a normal restart. And then after that, we do a full field choose rule, which will start at the restart zone on coming to one to go. You either have to be at the bottom of the track or the very top of the track. And once you get past the restart zone, you cannot change lines. When the green flag flies, we will clear all black flag penalties. But if you do have one for speeding in pit road where you're supposed to go serve, those will still be in effect, and you will just have to go do a drive-through. So that's what we're going to try that, and hopefully we can have a great season here. And we're running just like the trucks. Full races, same stages, same points. We do have the fastest lap of the race does get an extra bonus point. So let's go out, let's have fun. 100 laps here. Stages are at 20 and 40, and then we'll finish off the 100 laps.
All right, Corey gave his speech there to end for the drivers. And practice is concluded. It is time for qualifying.
500 turned into a snooze fest with how dominant this bottom lane got.
All right, qualifying has begun, and looks like I gotta mess with the cameras. There we go. A 97 is one of the first ones off the line. Not too far behind him. We've got more and more drivers coming out. Mark Owlett, Michael Kennedy has made the room. Good wrench number 52. Daniel Butler's coming out on the track. Donald Ray. Brendan Decker. Ivan Deschamps. Dan Taylor. Got a whole heap of them. Looks like the first one that's going to register a lap is going to be Samuel Carter. He's running that high line for his first time lap. Looks like he's going to wind this motor up as much as he can on this first lap to then drop down and make it count for that second lap. These trucks by themselves do take a bit to get fully wound up. So yeah, a lot of these stock cars, even with all the horsepower they have, just the amount of momentum you can create by getting as much drive time as you can before making that second lap count usually can pay off. So we'll see. Mr. Carter just threw up a 51.61 running the high side for his first lap. In the second lap, he is on the bottom, following that yellow line, taking the shortest way around. Mark Owlett ran a 51.30 for his first lap, so that puts him in provisional pole currently. Mark Kennedy runs a 51.58 for his first lap. Daniel Butler a 51.48. Samuel Carter's going to come across the line here for lap 2. This ought to put him up top, a 50.99. Great lap. Well done. Mark Owlett running that bottom on this lap. Let's see if he improves. 51.04. Good lap. Check in here with Michael Kennedy as he's coming around. A few other cars right in front of him, it looks like. Nope, he is the one closest. Right on that yellow line. Across the stripe he goes. 51.03. P2. Nice. Nice lap. Daniel Butler. His second lap. 51.01. P2 for Mr. DB. Then Donald Ray says, let's knock all of you down. Donald Ray throws up a 50.97. Ivan Deschamps. Second lap of 50.98. Great lap. Dan Taylor, 50.98. Guys are bringing it. Lap times are good. Lap times are real good. Check in here on Mr. Peterson. He's starting his second lap currently. Ran that top side for his first lap. Kind of mid, I guess. It wasn't top. So maybe not as much momentum on this second lap. We'll see how it times out. He ran a 51.08. Just checking up here. Looks like Daytona's 15 laps to go, and they are double file for the first 2 rows and then 3 wide all the way through the pack. Still haven't had the big one yet. Austin Cindric and Corey LaJoie battling for the lead. Josh Peterson's going to come across the stripe here. Let's see what he does on the second lap. 51.03. Going to put him up to P7. Jonathan Hambrick just completed his first lap. Puts him P10 on the board with a 51.54. That signs of that he had to run pretty high. He's running with his formula wheel tonight. His oval wheel isn't cooperating. And looks like we had a small one in Daytona. Oh yeah, there's cars involved. The 22. I think they showed the 4. Yep, the 4's all damaged. There are a few cars that are done here at Daytona in the Cup Series with 14 laps to go. Caution out. Checking back in here, Jonathan Hambrick. Showing the 47, maybe he was involved too. And the 12 is damaged. Jonathan Hambrick runs a 51.07 on his second lap. So now we're going to check in here. Let's see who's the next one on the board. Looks like Corey and Andrew have just started their first lap. 22's trying to get to pit road but can't. That tire is just chewed up. Joey Logano is trying to get off the track. Allow it to happen. Oh, and he parks it sideways across the track. That's not what you want to do. First lap completed for Corey Crandall. That's going to put him on the board, P11 of 51.61, so he's got to make this second one. Hug that yellow line, make her stick. Andrew Groves, his first lap, puts him P11 of 51.07, so Andrew didn't waste no time. He ran the bottom on that first lap. Watching the replay from the Daytona race, like 47 and the 22 had some odd contact. Man, that tore up some really good cars. Like about 7, 8 cars involved in that one. All right, Corey, bringing across the line. Let's see what happens for the series commish for the truck series. Corey Crandall pops up across the line. 51 flat for P5. Andrew Groves on his second lap. I'd be surprised if there's a lot of improvement if he ran the bottom both times. 51.03 P9. Now we check in with Ben Summerford. He's on his second lap coming out of turn 4 now. Across the stripe. 51.05 for Ben. All right, so we go back down through the list here. Next car on track is Mr. Bardsley, 71, Maxwell House, Chevrolet. He's coming out of turn 4. Sorry, turn 2, down the back stretch. Jeez, Jason, pay attention. Too distracted right now, I apologize, folks. Into 3. This is the qualifying about to wrap up here. Got under a minute left. He's going to cross the stripe to complete his second lap. Mr. Bardsley at 51.09. And then with time ticking, I don't know if this is going to be enough time for Mr. Smith to get around as he's coming down the backstretch on his first time lap. Jareth Walker's out to qualify, but he is not to the line yet to take the green. We only have 17 seconds left in the session. This is going to be down to the wire for Mr. Smith. So that puts us at 16 drivers tonight. Really appreciative of everybody that's able to make it tonight. 3, 2, 1, and the 000's come across the line, and he is pulled from his opportunity to get that lap. Didn't make it in time, so that's going to set us up. Let's start by bringing in the national anthem. All right, again, thank you all for coming. Here's our grid for tonight's race. Let's check our lineups. Let me get the driver details off for now. Donald Ray with the pole for tonight's race. Dan Taylor going to start outside of him on the front row. And you got Ivan Deschamps and Samuel Carter on row 2. Corey Crandall and Daniel Butler on row 3. Michael Kennedy and Josh Peterson on row 4. Andrew Groves, Mark Ellett on row 5. Ben Summerford and Brendan Decker, row 6. Row 7 is going to have Jonathan Hambrick and Zachary Bardsley. And then Todd Smith and Jareth Walker are going to be on the 8th and final row, as they did not get a chance to qualify for tonight's race. Tonight's weather, we're sitting at 9-mile-an-hour wind, 72 degrees ambient temp, 72 degree track temp. It's partly cloudy skies, 47% humidity, no chance of rain. That wind's been fluctuating between like 9 and 12 as we've been going on tonight. So we'll see if the wind plays any factors for anybody. Again, stage breaks at lap 20 and lap 40. Full distance is 100 laps. See the trucks all lined up behind the pace truck here. Pace truck is going to dive off on the pit road here after they come out of turn 4. And we do have all 16 trucks on track. Here's those, and we're waiting for the flag man. Barney, wave that flag.
Ready, green flag.
Green, green, green. Here we go. Boogity, boogity, boogie. Let's go racing, boys. Looks like Mr. Ray gets a pretty good start here. Got Ivan Deschamps closing in on him on the inside for a bump here. The 05, sorry. It's in the 25 truck for me, but he is the 05. Dan Taylor. Got Samuel Carter in the 97 right behind him. Both lines got good bumps from the second lines. See how hard they want to push here. There are points on the line for the stage breaks to the top 10 finishers in each stage. And we see we've got a blink from the 18 already. Not usual there. That's uncommon. So see them coming out of turn 4 here. We're going to complete our first lap. One truck stays up here on front, but we are double file throughout the field. Staying lined up here. 43 has fallen back just a little bit from the pack. And lose that draft. That's going to be a long first stage for the 43. He's trying to get sucked back in on that draft, but I think he's right at the edge, so I don't know. I'm not certain how that's going to work.
Sorry, 19, I had to pull low there to get some air. Got too hot.
Yeah, you good.
Everybody else still staying paired up. It looks like the
Yeah,
43
we got a hill weird behind the bumper, so
is
a little
able
air.
to get caught back up in the draft here. Great for him. Did not drop out of the draft fully. You see further back in the pack, it looks like the 66 Todd Smith was taking a look up high. Now we've got the 6 kind of in the middle with the 45 on the outside, the 52 on the bottom. That is 3 wide, folks. I don't know how that's going to work. 18 doesn't know who to go with. The 6 gets a run up the middle. 66 is going with them. We got 3 wide early on here. This is crazy.
05 lift. Let them have it lift.
Yeah, I'm just logging lap.
You're clicking one.
Oh, now they're 3 wide again with the 71 pushing. These guys are really putting it to it here early on. This is a long race. 6 truck and that 66 with those moves gets them to the leaders on the outside line here. And 5th and 3rd and 4th, 2nd and 4th technically right now. It looks like the 6 is maybe going to edge out on ahead of the 1 just a bit here on the backstretch. Ooh, these guys are putting it to it, putting it to it. Truck looks like up in the wall or close to it was the 60, Jonathan Hambrick. Puts it back down in front of the 97. All is good.
Good job checking up on that, guys. Wow.
6 and the 1 get really close together there.
How bad did you do down there, Mark? Oh, you're good.
Ooh, the 60's just swabbling in the middle there. Swerving back and forth in the corner entry into 3. A little bit out of 4. Trying to get lined up with the truck in front of him of Andrew Groves in that 45. 45 pushes the 35 across the line there for the lead. Corey Crandall will lead that lap. See what he does here. Does he drop down or does he stay with Andrew? Stays with Andrew. 6 is up all alone on that high side. No help. Oh, looks like the 32 dropped down. A little too crazy for some of these guys. On my screen, Daytona. 6 laps to go. Hamlin and Bell are leading that right now. Oh no, there's contact.
Caution's out.
60 into the 1, and then it turns him up into the 45. Just calamity there. Go back and replay this. I want to see this from the 60 if I can. I'm looking for
Damn, I
him.
almost stopped on a track and got hit from the right.
The 60 comes down, contact with the 1 up into the 45. The 60 continues on, but about everybody else gets collected. The 6 goes for a catch of air down in the grass. Just carnage everywhere.
Guys, we got to go all the way around. If you're damaged, you'll tow it.
I'm waiting for the 1 to go around me. I want a black flag.
It's from the 60.
Get around.
Truck's just going every which way.
These cars on the back stretch, guys.
Pace car's middle of backstretch.
Oh! Looks like he just got a tap from
Pace car entering turn 3.
52
Pace car entering turn 3.
up into the wall and back down and just nowhere
I'm coming,
to go.
Josh. I was
52 is locking it up.
Sorry, John.
A lot of damaged trucks there.
You know, we slow down space car, sir.
Yep. I looked away for half a second to glance at the race and then looked up.
So that'll be our first caution. 10 laps in. Again, we do have stages.
Nice
It's lap 20 and lap 40 tonight, so we're halfway through this first stage. Gonna have some trucks coming in. Probably having to get some repairs. 35 dips down the pit road. The 71 and the 6 are gonna stay out. 77 has already made a stop. Had probably use this fast repair would be my guess. Wow. Just checking in on the replay from Daytona. There's another caution and some cars got wrecked. Looks like the 9 gets involved in it. Oh, not my 9. That's a bummer. Priest just can't have any luck in Daytona, and that car and whatever car he's ever driving is always flying. Wow. Scary wreck for the 60 and the
Guys, we are going to 1 to go here, so it will be choose. You must be in your lane, either the top of the track or the bottom of the track at the restart zone, and you have to stay there at the restart zone.
cool things going on over here, that's for sure. I'm excited to see this choose work.
Where are you, Dan?
Samuel Carter,
yeah, I'm right behind
looks like he's just coming off pit road. And the 45 of Andrew Groves. Here we go. We got to be high or low by the restart zone. You have to choose your lane beforehand and stay that way. So we're going to watch these guys as they hit the zone. A lot more trucks choosing low. There's a truck choosing high. That one's going to gain some spots. We have to check on the 43. Looks like he was low and then moved up. So those are things they're going to have to look at. Samuel Carter's back down pit road. Looks like trying to get some repairs done back to that truck.
Stage end at 20.
Yes, stage 20.
Keep showing replays of this wreck for the 60 tonight in the Cup Series, and he went for a heck of a ride. Wow. That car just caught air and it still turned itself. It's flying in the air for, what, over 100 feet without even being on the ground, landed on its roof. That's a tough wreck. So, anyways, back to our race. Trying to watch both here. pace car is going to be coming down. We had the choose rule. We're going to have to work on that a little bit, I feel like, because I felt like maybe at least one truck didn't follow the step properly, but we'll see.
Ready, green flag.
Green is out. Stage is only in 8 more laps, so
Any flags, all clear.
no.
Caution somewhere. There's a driver there, homie.
Another one. Let's go back and see what happened here. Let me get on board. Let me get on that.
Getting hit. One of it.
60, get sideways, the bump from the 45 to the 1 though. Looks like that maybe is where it came from. 45 into the 1, and kind of squeezed into the 43, and
Pace cars, middle of back.
a lot of trucks chewed up here. What it looks like, Kyle. This is a heck of a, I feel like, a lot of heavy pushing and driving for a smaller field, 16 truck field, long race. I mean, we're only on lap 14. We've had 2 big cautions that obviously some fast repairs are having to be used.
Ivan, do I have any flat tires?
I can tell you currently, the 31, the 52, 97 and the 77 have had to use their fast repairs. So already 4 trucks have had to use their fast repairs so far.
I'm not looking.
So that's that makes it rough with this many laps left in tonight's race. I'm gonna see more come down pit road here as the 6 is still leading. Up front. Josh Peterson. Showing Ryan Creases right from a couple years ago at Daytona on the backstretch on the 41. And they're comparing it to tonight. This man seems to find air no matter what. And he caught some air tonight as that races. Assuming under red flag, I believe. Currently our top 5, Josh Peterson, Corey Crandall, Zachary Bardsley, Ben Summerford, Daniel Butler.
We are
6,
coming to 1 to go
Mark Allett,
again, so it will be a choose.
31, Brendan Decker, then Michael Kennedy, Jonathan Hambrick, Samuel Carter. Coming around to the 1 to go for green, so they're going to have the choose rule again. That's a bummer. You should have been, should have just jumped in the race tonight then, Bubba. Dang it. All right, coming to 1 to go. We're going to watch these trucks as they hit the restart zone. They have to make their choice and be high or low for the choose. We see the 35 go high, the 71 stays down, 32 is going to go high, the 18 goes high, the 80 goes low, 31 goes low, 52 goes low, 60 goes low,
Works all the way.
97 goes low, 77 goes low, the The 05, 25 went high, 66 goes high.
What's not working?
I was high and it still put me low.
No, you hold your line, and we will clear the black flag if you get one. But you stay in the line where you choose. Don't worry about what it's telling you to do. You line up where you choose to go.
I misunderstood that. Thank you. I'll just stay low for this one since we're already lined up.
43 trying to catch the field. The 1 and the 45 have chosen low as well. Let's see if they honor that when they get back up to the pack. Looks like Daytona 500 is in overtime. They're still rolling on the track under yellow. Ended up being a green-white checkered. One of however many it takes to finish this race. Kyle Heath in his speech. Come on, Mark, keep your motor clean and stay aggressive. I want you to fight for a win. Come on, Mark. Kyle Busch getting interviewed from his wreck on lap 186. All right, field's coming through 3 and 4, coming out of 4 right now. They are lined up, not in the order that they chose, but close enough. A lot to work out on that choose cone, choose rule, but we'll get through
Checking up in front of me here. I can't do nothing else.
Green flag.
it. Green is out.
No, it's all I have.
I have a black book. I have a black book.
Six gets out to a really good run, but here comes that outside to the 35, the 32, and the 18. 32 is right on the rear bumper of the 35. It's going to push them clear of the 6 and the 18, and here comes the 97. Ooh, the 18 looks to come down in front of the 6. Really tight. That was a tight window. Have to just make sure that the app is working. We're starting lap 18. Next time by, pit should close, so I just want to keep an eye out for that to make sure that everything's working as intended.
Did you hear the info?
Pushing hard. 25, the 05, Dan Taylor pushing the 97 of Samuel Carter on that outside line with Todd Smith behind him. They get a little squirrely. Checking to make sure the app did its job here. It did. All right, 2 laps until stage ends. Completion of lap 20. Double filed up. We've got 10 cars, 11 cars, 11 trucks battling for these 10 spots that pay points. 97, 25, and 66 have broken out to a little bit of a lead over that lower line. Oh!
Caution's out. Can you look at those temps real quick, bud?
Wow. Way to go, y'all.
What is going on?
And 4 minutes and 45 seconds of tow because I was on my lid. Oh, yeah.
31, I just didn't check up fast enough when you did there when the 66 got into the wall.
From the 60 and the 31 gets the 66 and 32
It's all good,
all
man.
over the place, and then
That's the
contact
end of the
between
stage,
the 25 and the 35.
Yes, that will be the end of the stage.
05, are you good or are you blown out?
Yeah, I'm coming. Here in 3 now.
Base car should be middle back.
Base car's in turn 2.
Y'all can go on. I'm pit.
Middle back now.
Just doing a couple things here real quick.
Going in turn 3, hit, that truck. Check up turn 3. Going in turn 3.
'31, I'm coming, but I'm slow.
Yeah, me too.
Don't see it before I get there and give you a black flag.
Radio check, you have a copy?
I hear you.
All right, guys, these trucks still got to make it another 78 laps. Come on now, let's hold on to it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Can I get
here
a
we
pass
go.
and under yellow cleared?
Another wreck down the backstretch at Daytona. This has been crazy.
Thank you. We got you.
The 24 wins it back to back. William Byron is your winner tonight in the Daytona 500.
Middle of the back straightaway, middle of the back straightaway.
All right. Well, now we got our own race to worry about. We have currently 12
Coming
cars.
to 1 to green. Choose rule.
12 cars on track currently. We've got 4 on pit road. Statistics tell me that right now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars that haven't used their fast repair yet, but I think one of them still towing, maybe 2. There's a couple of them still getting repair, I think. We're trying to do this the old-fashioned way. See the 45 rolls off pit road. Choose rule. We have a lot of Chucks. Choose high. There's the 6 choosing low. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hey, 19, you were up top. You need to go back up there. You're going to get black flag.
You can choose the lane line. Yeah.
That's not after start finish. You can't be up top and come down.
Yeah, where you're at in the restart zone, you must stay in that position.
Yeah, one, we did that too, but I know it's a new thing, so.
Dan, I'm not going to be very aggressive here. I'm going to go back first. I'm going to ride back. Just go by me if you need to.
All right, so Todd Smith
Copy that. I'm with you there.
He
Trying to
does
hold
come
on to the
out
drafts, about all I'm gonna do.
off pit road, used as fast repair. Corey Crandall, Brendan Decker. Now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trucks have not used their fast repair. Sorry guys, I'm gonna get that screen cleared out. Whew. .35 and the 66 are 2 laps down due to what looks to be tow time. Now we go back at it again. Got the 18 of Daniel Butler on the inside line. Green is out. Push from that 97. See inside of his engine bay, that's for sure. 43 drops down. 97 stays high with the 60 pushing him. Outside line's got momentum. Again, we got to get to lap 40 for the next stage break. Oh no, they get run down. Oh.
Save. How was your car?
Oh my goodness.
I don't get it. And I wasn't kidding about it being ARCA. We gotta shut this series down, dude. No, people need to learn to hold the line when it's 3 wide. Yeah, go side to side.
The 60 comes down when the 52 goes down. That's a block. Like, it's
official 11?
It's not the end of the race. That block causes damage to majority of the field.
EOL's 18 for us. Please bust it up.
Yeah, I'll take an EOL. We'll clear all the black flags. It's all right.
You still got a pass repair, don't you, Daniel?
Base car in 3. Check out.
Just for the record, guys, that caution was due to a block, and we're blocking on lap 26 of 100.
Pace truck in the middle of 3 and 4. Pace truck middle of 3 and 4.
Yeah, clearly there, man. I don't hate it tore y'all up, but you got to watch that stuff.
Oh, wait, did you get through that without any contact?
No, I'm 4 up again.
That was wrong, Jason.
What's that?
I got a run on the 97 and had to commit to the bottom, and whoever's behind me had committed too, so it wasn't a block, it was just a reaction to me getting a run on the 97.
You can't stay in line, so you just come down on the truck that's below you?
When I first got the run, he wasn't below me. He just had a bigger run. I didn't even see him until it was too late.
Come on by, y'all.
Woo! All right. Well.
Hey, 32, you got a radio?
Everybody's got a radio.
How's my back end? I think I got tagged in the back end on that.
You're right in the center. You're boogered up a little bit, but it probably ain't too bad. I had 3 trucks in my windshield, and I don't know how I'm still going. I've done used my fast pair, so we'll see how this ends.
I'm with you there too. Yeah, same in the backstretch there. A car came up in front of me, and I lifted, and I got ran over.
All right, I think we're coming to the one to go there, guys. So choose an attack.
We're choosing at the track.
All right, so that puts
I'm gonna
us
go ahead and choose now. That way nobody's confused.
10 cars on the lead lap. $11 cars, maybe. Looks like Andrew Rose has got back out beforehand. Gonna need some lucky dogs, it looks like. As now I go to check my updates here.
12 seconds damage, and there was 3 trucks in my windshield.
Still have some trucks that haven't used their fast repair yet. Not that many. There's 4, 5, 6 registered that haven't used them yet, but I think a couple might be currently. I'm not certain. I personally would be glad when we're done with some super speedway racing. It's exciting, but woof. Looks like most of the field chose that inside line. Corey Crandall finally got back on the track as well. He is 2 laps down. Todd Smith is 2 laps down. Still got Daniel Butler on pit road, Michael Kennedy, Brendan Decker. And that now leaves us still 6. So Daniel Butler is on pit road trying to fix it, it looks like. How long he can go doing that, unless it was tow time. I don't know, maybe he had to get towed on that. We're coming to a restart with the 97 on the outside. Mark Ellett on the inside.
Green, green, green.
Green, green, green. Here we go. The 97 with a great jump. Laps away from the end of this stage. '97's gotten down in front of the 80. We've got the 1 on the outside with the 71 behind him and the 43. At the 66 is just back there behind either row, goes down to the low line. See if there's any patience now. Nope, there isn't.
Listen, all you want, buddy.
Andrew Groves is tore up. Uncertain what happened here. See, he gets sideways and puts it in the wall. Like it got loose on him. If he blew a tire. Gonna try to limp around, it looks like. Maybe some net code there that I didn't see. It looks like Dan Taylor got 2 X's at the same time, so maybe some contact between the two of them. Andrew's trying to limp around here. Still in 3 and 4. One truck's good up on the high side, but he's got the 71 behind him. 71 gets a bad push, gets squirrely, saves it. Good save by the 71 out of 4 there. These guys are pushing a little too hard. The 71 to the back of the 1 again, right on his bumper here. Not pushing yet, but he's right there. Here comes the 66. He pushes the 71 up into the 1. Oh, he doesn't hit him square. 66 trying to run through the middle maybe here. See if he can get to the 1. Ooh, that's tight. That's tight. .60. 66 just wants to get a lap back here. Like, get me up front, get me in front of these leaders, and let me get one of my 2 laps back. 45 has made his stop. Most likely got it repaired. Used his fast repair would be my guess. The 18 track, 5 laps down. Checking into that, he did use his fast repair. Andrew did. We only have 4 left. The 1, the 80, the 6, and the 71 have not burned their fast repair yet. So. .66 looks low in front of the 97.
Andrew, I'm slowing up a little bit, hoping you can work together here, brother.
Yeah, I would appreciate that.
97 gets behind the 66, so that's going to put the 97 in the lead. 66 car 1 lap down.
Let me know when you get to 2 seconds and I'm going to go.
6.5 laps left of the stage. Outside line still trying. The 1 and the 43 and the 71. But they're not trying to get super close. That 97 is on the back bumper of that 66. And right now the caution was to come out. The lucky dog would be the 45. They're in turn 1 and 2 right now is the 45. He's catching 18. They're starting to work together to try to pull away from this lead pack. If Todd can get by the 45 for the stage ends or the next caution, he would get both of his laps back if he's in front of the leader. He would be the lucky dog 1 lap down, I believe. But
yeah, it's just he giving some air on the corner of that one.
The 80 and the 6 are just kind of staying behind here on that low line. Oh,
Daniel, you
oh, 66 goes up for a block.
No, I had to use the fast repair. I had to go in and out, and finally freaking get it.
Oh no, oh no. There's contact. 43 goes spinning.
Getting ready to have a cautions out, How are you doing there, bud?
Sorry for the guy behind me. I had to check up.
Nah, man, I couldn't miss you. I'm sorry.
Oh, bump from Ivan, then transfers to 25
What
and the
happened?
32 and then the 60, and they all go for a ride.
I got terribly loose in the middle.
What a bummer for all those drivers.
Yeah, 43 came down and I couldn't lift fast enough.
That was on me. Sorry, guys.
all good, man. Daytona.
What are we doing with the stage here? Are we gonna run it out or are you calling it?
Middleback, pace truck.
Catch the pace truck this next time by. Everybody will have a chance to pit. After that, we will go one to go after the pace truck crosses the stripe so we can race to the stage.
We don't pit, right?
Pits will be open this time after you catch the pace car in turn 3. You can pit this time if you want, but if you don't, we're going to race to the stage. We're going to go one to green when the pace car crosses the stripe. So if you choose to stay out, please this time by in the restart zone be high or low to choose your lane before we get to the start line this time, because after the pace car crosses this will be one to go to green.
Okay. Drive repair a little damage.
Dan, I'm sorry I got in the back of you. I just didn't check up in time.
How did I not get a lap back there? Yeah, I'll start in line. No problem at all, though.
Todd, you were not the first car 1 lap down. You were actually the first car 2 laps down. So that's why you didn't get it. You weren't in front of the leader when that happened.
I 10-4, and so everybody knows. That's why I went up there. So when the caution come out, I was hoping to be in front. I threw a little bit of a block, but I left room. I enjoy being up here with you guys. Let's finish it strong.
Todd, there's going to be about like 10 more cautions, so I'm sure you'll get it back.
Yeah, well, just in case, I thought I'd see what I could do there. Have a little bit of fun. Like I said, I threw a block, but I left room. You know, it's early, so I'm just kind of having fun.
All right, this will be a 2-lap shootout to the end of the stage, 2-lap shootout to the end of the stage. Yeah, Jonathan, it was hard. It was hard to watch your truck because you were. I don't know if it was because of the. I'm assuming the F1 wheel, having to use the F1 wheel. That didn't probably help much because you probably had it on different. Had to use different settings and all that to try to keep that truck straight is difficult with the wrong wheel. So that's a bummer, man. Tough break.
How many laps down?
Green flag.
I'm 2.
Roger.
Trying to get the car repaired and going green.
I got it passing under yellow, but I didn't pass anybody under yellow. I lined up.
Yeah, well, I'm not talking much with my throat and stuff, how sore I am, so I haven't been able to really talk a lot. I apologize. I'm not using all my voice like I normally have. I've been coming down with something since Friday. Fighting it all weekend. All right, 1 to go to the end of stage here. Front of the 97, in front of the 6 is in 3rd, 77 is on the inside as well, next to the 71, got the 66, pushing the 71 here, 6 looks low, he gets low on the 97, but he really doesn't have any help. Oh, 71 gets loose. No, no, no. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. We've had enough. When they come across the line.
Caution, caution.
Caution comes out as
How you
the
doing
one
there, Kip?
crosses the stripe. That's our stage.
Check out, nice dog.
197, 6, 71, 77 is your top 5. The 80, 45, 43, 05, and 32 round out your top 10 that get points.
And I almost got.
Hey, get right there, Josh.
Love a job.
Did you hang on to the lead lap, Ben?
I was trying to get past you, but until it's there.
Yeah, man, I was feeling good right now.
Yeah. Gotta overtake robot.
Everybody, we're about to stop right here.
Don't stop. Just roll down to like 20. Don't go below that or you'll lose your spot.
Already coming up.
There she is.
All right, pit stops are happening as the 66 of Todd Smith should be the lucky dog. There it goes. Lucky dog gets a lap back.
Why can't you guys do the speed limit?
Todd, you get a lap back now? Todd, did you get a lap back?
Yes, sir.
Let's see, broadcast. All right, we got Jonathan Hambrick in the booth here with me tonight now. What's up, Jonathan?
Oh, rough night. Just
That was tough, man. Tough.
never quite had the feeling in the steering wheel tonight. I don't know what it was, but just force feedback was not nowhere near like it was, and it just floated all over.
Damn.
But
well, that's the way it goes. This race has been kind of a cluster of everything tonight, so it's been...
I did get a nice view of the sky earlier, though.
Yeah, you did.
Thought I was Ryan Priest there for a moment.
Art imitating life, baby. Alright, looks like Daniel Butler stayed out here. There should be one to go. Let me make sure. I believe we might be coming to one to go this time, so choose an effect. Choose an effect this time, and then when the pace truck crosses the line, DB, you should get a wave around.
Waiting patiently.
But my boys are up there. We won both stages so far, so
that's good.
It looks like we're lined up 1, 2, 3 on the outside here.
Well, right now, current updates is it as the 6 truck, the 80, and the 71 are the only ones that still have a fast repair in the bank for the next 57 laps we'll be racing when we go back green. And yeah, this is going to be interesting because now we're dwindled down. We've got 10 cars on the lead lap. We've got Todd Smith 1 lap down, Corey Crandall 2 down, Daniel Butler 4 down, Mr. Kennedy 17 laps down. I don't know if he's back on track. He is.
Oh, wow.
Reconnected and back in the field, going for points. plenty of spots. He can gain one spot when he passes you.
Yep.
Currently, and then we'll see what else, because these guys haven't stopped bumping and pushing.
No.
And weaving and swerving and everything else. So I don't think it's going to calm down. I figured it was going to calm down. I was going to do that early. There's no point in racing super hard when there's so many laps. I get the stage breaks and the stage points and everything, but woof, that was crazy. So now we get to see how the strategy changes with only, 3 drivers with a fast repair in the bank. Everybody else living on the edge. So. Get my butt ready to just clear some blacks here, because I know that's going to happen. Choose rule is nasty.
Yeah, I misunderstood how we were supposed to do it the first time and got out of line where I was supposed to be.
Yeah, iRacing, we don't get to tell them that we're doing it, so we got to make sure. Yeah, that's the hardest part about it. I hate it. It's all right.
Just out of curiosity, for some clarification, if you pit on 1 to go, do you still get to choose when you come out of the pits which row you want to be in?
In the longest line. If it's 1 to go and you come off, you get that's the natural rule in racing. You're into the longest line no matter what. Because usually if you pit with 1 to go, that's iRacing. Is usually pits are closed.
Yeah.
And so that would normally be end of longest line. You've given up your choice to choose. You're pitting when pits are closed. You come out, you get to go to the longest line.
When it was still 2 to green coming to 1 to green, I was able to pit, and it was pits were open. I didn't get no penalty, but I just didn't know if I could choose.
But you pitted. Did you pit the first time though?
Yes.
That's why. Pit stayed open for you because you pitted the first time. If you were to not pit that time that you were supposed to clear. Oh, I couldn't hear what Corey said there.
I'm just talking to Michael.
Daniel Butler, you got us right there?
But yeah, because you pitted the first time by, it left it open for you again. But as soon as the pace car hits that stripe, it closes it. So it's technically not an open pit except for lap down cars, so to speak.
Gotcha.
But when you pit with the choose, then you kind of void that choice. You have to come out and take the longest line. Which
I just didn't know if we were doing it differently since we're doing the choose rule differently now.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So.
Yes, sir. I'll pick you up. I'm many laps down.
So everybody's gotten to a single file pretty much. Looks like we got one truck kind of hiding up on the higher line there. It looks like to be Ivan possibly.
Yeah, it's Ivan.
But everybody else is on the low line. Everybody's spaced out. Everybody's being friendly. A lot of laps to go here.
How long do you think this is going to last?
I'm assuming with how the fuel run works around in these trucks, we're probably looking at one stop in the stage, somewhere around 30 to 25 to go. So we'll see if we make it there, because now we're getting too wide. As soon as I talk about the 1 wide and the spacing and the respect, and now we've got some racing.
Trying to get my lap back or the same back?
I was going to go, but there's snakes up there, so I had to back it down.
We've got the 1, the 45, and the 97 with the 71 behind them on the inside line. We've got the 72 and 80 on the high side. The 77 kind of closing up behind them on the high line. Looks like the 6 and the 43 staying on the low side as well. So, ooh, 71, little up there going into 3.
Got a little wiggle.
He wasn't ready. But this is our second longest green flag run of the race. I'll say that so far. We just restarted 5 laps ago. We're doing good. Good shot, all these trucks up front, all 7 of them cover them with a blanket. A little bit of gap back to the 05. Ooh, 77 comes down, gets down to that lower line. Doesn't want to work with that.
That's going to stall that outside line up. 2 V5 there. 6, 7.
Yeah, Strength in numbers. Now the 71 jerks up in turn 3 again, but this time he sticks it up there. Stays up there. Maybe he chose to do it that time. Not certain. But now you've got kind of the front 3. If you push hard enough, or work hard enough together. Woo!
Well, they're moving though.
So
that
close.
Outside line.
Squirrely, squirrely, squirrely. We got 3-on-3 battle here on the for the lead. Keeping the space here in 1 and 2. We'll see what they do down the backstretch. Side drafting is a tool, but man, it can bite you.
80 into the wall, just a touch there.
Squirrely. They're making that outside work. The 32 has gotten clear of the 1. Now comes the run from the lower end here. That lower line's got a run coming out of 4. The 80 gets back to the 32's bumper, but man, he is so squirrely. He is not used to doing this. 32's going to lead that lap. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That was... And he still gets down in front of the 1 though. The 1 definitely had a good checkup by the 1, the 45, all of them checked up.
Gave them that one.
Yeah, they checked up for that. Because that was a squirrely dive there going into 1. I don't think the 80 was trying to come down that hard, but he's been wishy-washy. I don't know what he's got his force feedback at or what, but that it's definitely been squirrely. He's been fighting it, trying to keep it straight. Got to find a better rhythm. Change that force feedback. Do something. About the only tool you have now. Can't change the steering ratio after the race starts, so now you got to use that force feedback. Maybe he's getting too much feedback and he's fighting it too hard. That would be my guess.
You know, these trucks are designed a little different than what we usually run, if you want to say that. But when you're up close behind someone, your best friend is seeing that yellow line. Because if you go in the corner and you don't see when the line starts to turn, you're going to drift up because you react to the turn instead of turning with the turn.
Oh yeah, you got to be prepared for it. Yeah, you got to be prepared for it, for sure. You have to see it, you have to know, because if you wait or you don't peak at the right time, you're going to miss that entry. You can't see anything behind these trucks.
In practice, me and the 45 and the 97 were kind of on the bottom. We were staying about half a line up so that next car could see that line. And it worked fairly well, but I don't think the 80 is able to see the line there.
The run by the 6. The 6 gets the push by the 66. Closes the door on the 32. Ooh, he had to check up a little bit.
Sorry.
That was a tight drop down. So the 66 got him pushed up there. There's the 18 and 66 there on the outside line. Both of them. Todd's 1 lap down. Danny Butler's 4 laps down. They're trying to get to the front in case there's a caution. Be in front of the leaders. Todd's in the lucky dog spot. Todd gets back in front of the leaders. That'll just put him on the tail end of the lead lap. Heard the sound of an engine from the camera there. They are catching the 35. Corey is currently 2 laps down, running by himself on the backstretch. And he is going to get caught pretty quickly here. Oh, he jumped down, it looked like. Maybe. Yep, he dropped down to the apron. He got out of the way.
He dropped down into the grass.
All right, now we'll see what he does. Does he try to get back up with him? What's he doing? What are you doing, Corey? Nope. Looks like he's choosing to come to pit road. That puts Corey 3 laps down. Looks like next time by, Michael Kennedy will pass you for position for 14th on the track.
Yeah. Oh, well. I've never seen a truck do too much damage where done. I always seen, requiring repairs on it. No matter how,
we found a lot of that out on Thursday night in the Xfinity Series. There was a lot of you're dones. That's just part of their new damage model, and it's not giving you that 30-minute repair anymore. It's just, you're done. It's being super strict. So even with one fast repair, you have a little bit of a buffer, but you got to go into these races knowing that if you get damage and you don't have a fast repair, there's a higher chance than what I've ever experienced in my 2 years in iRacing of not being able to actually fix your gear, even if it is a long repair. Because some of them are okay, you know. I'm okay if I blow a motor and they tell me to sit for 45 minutes if I have to. You know what I mean? I expect it. But nowadays, it just triggers that you're done. It's like you're in an Indy car now for everything.
It was weird when I saw it. I was like, oh, are you kidding?
So we've got the 6 out front, the 32 right on his tail, and the 80 right behind him. And so those are your top 3. 4th truck in line is Todd Smith. He is currently 1 lap down in the lucky dog spot. And that's the gap buffer back to 4th. Mr. Walker in the 43. 97, the 1, the 45, the 77, all in that inside line. Looks like the 18, when the 66 dropped down there, kind of lost the gusto, although the 71 is trying his best to push Daniel on the outside line, but 2 trucks against, what we got, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 2 against 10 is kind of a tough battle. Here we go. Now, there's the 3rd one looking. Ivan peeks out on the outside line. Figures at least gained himself some spots as he's still on the lead lap. Gets him up to 4th right there with that run. Look at the push by the 71.
I'm bouncing out. Coming out too. I'm going to go to the bottom.
That high side is where you want to be. You can have less cars and just go forward.
Pulling out here. He is pulling out onto the apron. Going to let these guys go by.
Y'all good.
And then some trucks jump up high to give room so he can get back on the track. Good communication over the radio there. That was really well done.
I'm on about 25, 30.
Yeah, they all learned that in 500 duels. Communicate.
Yeah, where there was no talking. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Hear a pin drop in that chat lobby. Alright, so now we're waiting to see what happens here, because that outside line you have 2 cars for position. The 71 and the 77 pushing a 4 lap down truck of the 18 of Daniel Butler. Oh no, 71's into the wall out of 4. Out of 2, sorry, wrong corner. That's going to slow his momentum.
One of the corners.
Checking no meatball flag or anything, so Ivan thanks him. I don't know if that's the way to do it, but yeah, you can thank him. He didn't come back down in front of you, so 71 picks up behind the 77. We'll see if the pushing starts harder. If the 77, not known as a heavy pusher, we'll see if he can push that 18 back up to the front to get him in front of these leaders. As the 32 and the 6 kind of get a little gap on the 80 here.
Not always a good thing when you get a gap like that either.
No, that run usually causes some checkups. So we'll see what happens as the field starts to close in, but they keep that gap about the same. I think having that
Crandall
cars on the outside there
kind of helping. Kennedy. Kennedy was about to go a lap down here, another lap down, so they're gonna have to pick where to go around him.
See if they call anything out over the radio. As we see some trucks start dropping, going to the high side here. So that outside line, there we go. 52 goes down to the apron. Huge respect right there as he just lets them by, lets them have the full racing surface. He's so many laps down, there's no point in getting in the way. Just trying to log laps at this point. I'm sure he'd like to be able to get in there with the guys and draft with them.
EB just had a big blink.
Big blink. Samuel's
97
coming
up the middle.
Uh-oh, 18 goes for the block. Comes down in front of the 6.
$45 had to check up there. I think he wanted to go with the 97.
71 got squirrely in 3 too, and that, oh no, Andrew got squirrely again. He got squirrely like that earlier and hit the wall, no caution.
He almost clipped me when he did that.
I kind of don't know what happened there. I don't know if he blew a tire or what. But that car looked undrivable.
I saw him go right, left, right. I went up against the wall, and he nailed the wall right behind me.
Michael Kennedy has entered the pits. This is 6 gives a good push to the 18 there. A little unsquare, but everything's still straight. The 18 has got a battle with this 97 if he wants to try to be ahead of the leaders in case the yellow comes out. But that 77 is on that 97's bumper hard, and that 45 is right there behind the 77.
Yep.
So is the 1. 97 jumps down. Oh, 77 almost tried to do it too. He tried again. Oh my goodness. Not clear, not clear, and now he's got to get straight here. That 45 had to check up a good bit there not to run the 77 over. He got squirrely trying to come down. Now the 18 looks to the outside. Ooh, that's not a good idea. Stay in line, stay in line.
So,
the storm
supercharged gummies.
This storm is a brewing.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we're going to see something here that we don't want to see. Yeah, he got some supercharged gummies, all right. And he still got a fast repair, Gingerbread Man, so watch out. So 77 leads that lap. Ivan is out front with the back bumper being pushed by that 45. Followed by the 1 and the 71 on that outside line. Got your top 6 covered in a blanket here with the lap down car of Daniel Butler, 4 laps down to the lead currently.
Yep. I'm going to have Donald Ray go to the lead here.
Yep. 77 jumped down, and the 1 just rolled right on by.
I don't think it's a good idea. People get to the lead and then drop down. You want to stay on the outside. The outside has the more speed.
You got to get up there and control the lines. You got to try to work it based off of where the run's coming, and understand that as long as you've got 3 cars behind you on that outside line, you usually can carry more speed, that momentum. You just got to keep that momentum rolling. But people want to get to that bottom. They don't want to have to worry about it. The problem is that once you get down there, the next 3 cars that have been riding behind you on that high line are going to do the same thing. As the 1 gets down behind the 77, what a move. Maybe the 45 cut him a little bit of a slack there to say, all right, get down here, buddy.
Yeah, probably.
So then that lines them up right there.
Bottom's not where you want to be. It's just, we saw it earlier. The 3 of them were leading, and somebody got ahead of them. They dropped down.
They got together. Here they go. Ivan is on an island, going to drop like a rock. They get to the outside. They pass him. Oh no!
Oh,
contact! 71, 77.
That was my bad.
They won't let me throw it.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Bud, tell me about your car real quick.
Yeah, thanks for the caution, either one.
We didn't need that caution. We could have went green. No.
That was a mess. We're going to rewind back and watch that here. You see the 6 tries to get up high and then catches the rear of the 71 as he's coming down. And that contact squeezes on the 77. Nowhere to go. Ivan's just a passenger along for the ride at that point. 71
Did Todd
and the 77.
get involved in this?
Doesn't look like it. Nope, he woed down. He broke her down. I know why he needed it though.
Checking out middle back.
So that's going to put Ivan. Oh, he can't find his pit stall. There it is. Got it. That's going to probably put Ivan on the fast repair list. Yep. And so that leaves Mark, Josh, and Zach. So did Ivan? Oh, he already used his. I thought he still had his.
Zach. Oh, Bart's, well, 71 might have to use it here too.
He doesn't show a meatball. I only show a meatball to the 77. So that might be possibly a race ending. I don't know, depending on time of repair, if they even give him a repair. But that's a tough break. Just tough racing right there for, I don't know, 77 was just a victim of that. I don't know what the 71 was doing coming down. I don't know if the 6 was trying to look to fill a gap and change lanes and go in the middle. But that's a tough break as we see pit stops are happening.
Todd Smith gets his lap back.
And he does, so that will put 10 cars currently.
One first car off. 145, 97. Is that the O? I don't know who that is. Who is that behind the 97? The 42?
The 43 of Jared
43.
Walker. This puts us at 34, coming to 33 to go. I don't know what our fuel range is in these trucks, so...
It's not much more than that. I can tell you that.
We're about to see green flag pit stops.
Yeah.
Before that caution happened. And then I expect the pace car will be coming the one to go this time. Possibly.
I would almost pit again here for fuel if I was the front 3.
35 and the 18 stayed out. They've got to get fuel at some point, though. Getting laps back right now is not going to work. And now Corey's 13 laps down. Now, he was on pit road not that long ago. He took more time. Daniel Butler, to gain a lap, is going to have to pit soon. So I don't
yeah,
see
I think they're too far down to make that up, so I wouldn't even have tried that. Unless he's going to pit this time.
Yep. Trucks are coming back down. It looks like the one's looking to 45. Looks like fuel is going to be an issue.
Yep. Looks like the 6 stayed out. The 05's in.
43 stayed out. The 6 stayed out.
43 stayed out.
The 66 got his lucky dog and could have pitted there and didn't.
Well,
the 71 came off pit road the last lap. I'm confused about the 66. Let me double check. Yeah, last time on pit road for the 66 was lap 40.
So he's going to have to pit again here soon.
And the lights are off on the pace truck. And the lights are off on the pace truck, so...
That's going to hurt
I'm not sure why you get the lucky dog and you don't pit.
No, I don't think Donald, Andrew, and Samuel would have done that if they couldn't make it to the end. But everybody behind them did it too. There's what?
Yeah, but that
Four
kind
cars
of
ahead of them?
strategy, yeah, that kind of strategy though. I mean, and one of them's Todd. You don't count that, but the 71 had just come off pit road when the yellow came out, or when the guys were coming down pit road.
Well, I want to say 33, 34 is the max you can go.
The other guys last stopped on
the lap before.
I don't know why it's not showing it to me now.
67 for me, and then 66 for Zach. But
yeah,
I would have pitted there for that extra.
66. Yeah,
I would have pitted there and gotten that extra lap of fuel, and not had to worry about saving as much. Maybe
it'll be interesting to see how long this 66 can make it. I gotta figure he's got to be close.
Green flag.
Green is out. Got some black flags. Let's get those cleared. Ding. Nope, maybe. Mark already beat me to it. Yep, sure did. Good job, Mark. Todd drops down.
Now, also, you don't. If you're gonna save fuel, I wouldn't want to be the first car here.
I don't know if these guys are thinking about that right now or not. Maybe they're thinking that they're still going to have to stop. I think 30 is, I think these trucks get like 32 here. I just don't think it's a requirement to stop. Across the line, that's 31 laps to go. So I got to feel like everybody's right on the edge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how this. The biggest quandary for me is a 66 lap when he didn't pass the pace car and hit pit road that lap, because it's open for him that time, and he didn't. Everything else makes sense.
There's going to be another caution.
Yeah, everything else makes sense, but I mean, if he's got to pit in the next 5 to 10 laps, I mean, well, even less than that probably. Then that's questionable.
You said he pitted on lap 40?
Yeah.
So it's been 30 laps right now.
Yep. With, I mean,
there was, what,
5
4
caution laps.
Caution laps?
Yeah.
5 caution laps, so, I mean,
and he had to pass the pace car, so one of them was an extra fast lap. So, I mean, he's not saved enough to make it, to do anything special. He's got to pit soon. So, if there's not a yellow here in the next couple laps, he's going to make the only green flag pit stop of the race for fuel. Outside line's got the 32 and 80 hooked up again, and they've got the 35 kind of hanging with them, although the 35 is looking under the 80.
I don't think he's going with you.
I think he's getting in line to maybe give better pushes to the 32.
Michael Kennedy has retired the truck.
Yep, he got as far as he could. Nobody else really fell back a ton, so.
Yeah.
Seeing these front 6, 5 of them are for position, with the 35 kind of in the midst there on that outer line there. But they've kind of pulled away a little bit, and then you have your pack of 3 there, the 45 and 97 staying in line together, with the 05 and the 66 behind him, followed by that Daniel Butler back there in the 18. And currently our leader in the 6 still hasn't used his fast repair. The 80 hasn't used his fast repair, and that is it. Then there were 2.
Yep.
Still had one on board.
I'm going to be interested to see if anybody beats that 46.610. If they stay packed up like this, there's no chance.
Todd on the radio, pitting 3 laps.
Wasn't paying attention.
Todd says, "Boys, give me another caution." Todd, where he is currently, that does keep us at 7 cars on the lead lap, but when he pits, it'll put him 32 up real high.
Randall's just going to be like, all right, I'll lead this.
Try a different order, see if you get different results.
To go. 3/4 of the way through. We missed the halfway mark, but
I don't celebrate those anymore. Not on a night where it starts with 4 cautions in the first stage.
And they are swirly all over the place here. Who's wrecking?
32 is pushing the heck out of 35, but it's hard for them to keep it straight.
Copy that.
Looks like Todd's going to be pitting this time.
I don't think any of these top 6 are saving. I think if you run 3/4 throttle, half throttle back here in the pack, you can save enough to finish the race.
I think there's
But I don't think
probably
any
a
of
couple. That 80's saving. He's not pushing hard. I don't think the 45, and the 97.
97, I know they're not pushing.
The 71's not closing up real hard. The 6 and the 6 is flat-footed. If you're up front, you're flat-footed.
Yeah.
But the 43, if he's not giving them big bumps and just riding in that cushion, could be saving. But they're not giving up the room to that high line, so obviously the 43 is pushing hard enough. The 66 is off pit road, entering turn 1 now. Still on the apron. He's going to come off at turn 2 right now. Past the blue cone, back onto the track.
43 gave the 6 a shove going in the turn and almost pushed him onto the apron.
You're okay.
Outside line is going to need more help because that inside line is starting to get formed up now. That 1 has gotten closer to the 71, although that 71 is pretty squirrely, so
I don't think he wants to push him.
I wouldn't want to get too close to him because he's just out of the corners. He is not smooth on exit. He is squirrely every time.
Like
Fields is catching
going to go high here.
Yep, he's going to fall back to being a lap down. Lap he just got back. He's going to try to catch the field. There he goes. Gets
right
down
there.
Right there. Yep, got the draft. Good to go. Now he's ready for the next caution so he can get that lucky dog again.
Now we're seeing some pushing. Front packers broke up a little bit.
Those second trucks got to pushing.
Yeah.
The 71 slid up in front of the 80, and the 80 backed off, and that really slowed everybody down. He got squirrely as heck out of 4. So now the 71's going to give it the shot on the high line. See if he can hold it down here and not get all squirrely on corner exit.
You also want to be careful here because 43 has been behind the 6 for a number of laps. Worried about the temperature of that engine.
I don't think he's been that close though. I think he gapped it like just now. He just kind of gapped a good bit. Just can't stay right tucked up for about 3 laps. A good push. Gives that inside line a good run now. Got that 71's out of the way on the low side. The 1, the 45, and the 97 have really closed up.
Oh, yep. 19 to go. It's starting to get to go timer.
All right, so crossing the stripe, 19 laps left. We're almost there, folks. An hour and a half into tonight's race. But we're getting there. You see back in the pack that 66 is just kind of faded back. He's hanging onto the draft but not trying to be too close. He wants to make sure he can avoid, if anything happens in front of him, to make sure that he gets that lucky dog. Because if he does, he's a threat to win.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to give himself the best shot he can. He's probably saving a little bit of fuel and staying as far away from trouble as he can.
He's good on fuel now.
The pushes are coming. Yeah, as long as he didn't have auto fuel set.
Yeah,
that stuff will burn you quick.
Yeah, very well, thank you.
I tell everybody with auto fuel, go into the coding, the app I file, and change it from 1 to 5. You'll thank me later.
Yeah. I wish you would have told me that before Dago.
Well, you know, some people just don't listen all the time. That's all. I've been saying it for a long time, but sometimes everybody's not around to listen. I preach it. I preach it. The app I file, you turn off fast repairs, and you set your auto fuel to 5 laps, so that way you're always getting plenty to make it to the end of the race.
Yeah. At what point does the 35 back out of this and not race the leaders, I wonder?
I don't know if he will. He's trying to help his teammates. He's trying right now help one of them. The other one's kind of split back there with the 80. He's trying to help that 32. He's trying to give him something to push against. So I don't know if he'll get out of the way as much as make sure he doesn't get in the way. And obviously the truck is fast, it's clean, it's just not racing for position. But he's given that 32 something to push against, so I don't know.
18 blinking back here.
Better him than me.
If it's too much,
Yeah.
let me know.
I was kind of hoping that 500 would go into be delayed till tomorrow.
Well, heck no, I wouldn't have been able to watch it. I'd be stuck at work. Glad I got to watch it. Oh, 32 underneath to 35 with a push from the 71. Kind of got him where he couldn't hit him square, so he went underneath on probably a good move to save from a wreck. They're catching the 52. Yeah. The 52's back on track again. 39 laps down this time.
It keeps.
And he's going to drop down. Way down. Nope. Yeet back to the right after the field's gone by and just keep making laps. Shout out to the 52. Not getting in the way, but still out on the track.
It keeps disconnecting and reconnecting and running some laps.
Maybe trying to work on some issues he's having with his system or something.
Well, unless he thinks, no, he can. He's 20 laps behind Ivan. I don't think he can catch Ivan.
No, not with 15 to go. He can't. That's okay. The rate things are going, we'll see him in another 5 laps. Outside line, reordered again, now with the 32 leading the 71. The 35 is behind the 71. The 71 getting an uneven push is going to change this race.
I'm still wondering who can make it and who can't here.
Well, nobody's talking on the radio, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So there's no secrets to be given out. Leaves it as a guessing game for the rest of us. The assumption is these guys have got to be good. And if you're not,
those
you're in
pit
that
stops
point
are
where
right on the edge.
where you're sending it. You know what I mean? Like, well, we're just going to
Yeah.
see where we end up. And oh, there it is, the
71 into
71.
the wall.
Oh, down into the 80, into the 97.
How did 97 save that?
Why is it not throwing my cautions?
Caution, caution. Save us a little here. Nice and smooth. Cool your
What a
tires
save
off. Get your
by
hands on.
Samuel Carter.
Tearing up some nice cars. I called it.
Yeah.
Let's go back, take a look at that. Let's see. Where do we gotta go to find that? Probably about right here. That's the notification. I'll scroll on back here a little bit.
71, can you make it back, or do you need an EOL?
Oh, bad unsquare bump from the 35. Looks like into the 71. Turns him up into the wall, and then he comes back down hard into that 80. 97 gets the side of the 80, but then drifts it in the tri-oval. Just drifting. And almost gets clipped by the 18. Wow.
Yeah.
Back down into the grass. Gets it straight. And still sideways coming back onto the track.
That bump in the right rear.
Oof. All right, so our leader is a 6 truck. Josh Peterson, now 12 laps to go, coming to 11 this next time by. This is our 8th caution of the race. Woo.
Well, that's takes care of the fuel.
That's going to give the 66 his lucky dog. So that'll give us 10 cars to battle it out here. Looking at my list, nobody got a meatball.
That sucks.
Oh, wow.
The wave around.
I think the 9 is struggling. He just now got to pit road in front of them. He's going to go a lap down to 71.
Todd, what was that you said? You didn't get it?
I didn't get it.
You didn't get it. I didn't get it. Corey got it.
How did Corey get it?
I'm scrolling back through to take a look.
Did the 66 get...
I don't know, maybe some neck code or something.
Yeah, again, it was a manual caution,
here.
so...
I never touched them, but it is what it is.
My assumption on that one is it's just the time of caution. Probably screwed it, so... but it does work based off of position and then any X's or speeds at the time, so... That it gave it to somebody means I got to honor that, but sorry about that, Todd. I don't know how. There's no other way really way around that to get that corrected, unfortunately. That's right, Gingerbread Man. Nothing runs like a deer, baby. He's been running it like a deer. Sideways.
Oh, he was
way,
just cutting grass with it.
Yeah, he trimmed that grass real fast. He's gonna do next year's Daytona design in that thing. So that does change things with the 71 still on pit road. That puts him down a lap. Todd doesn't get a lap back, so that leaves us 8 cars on the lead lap. That'll be Donald Ray in 8th. All right, if we're coming 1 to go this time, I believe, so this will be the choose. Make your choose by the restart zone.
Where did Daniel Butler go?
He's out.
I think it might have been the last blink he had. Yeah, DB fully disappeared that time and didn't return, so it hasn't said he's disconnected from the race lobby yet, but I'm just waiting for that word to come through. There it is. Yeah, he disconnected. Upload packet loss.
I was like, where'd it go?
So Todd went ahead and made a stop since he was not the lucky dog there. Still a chance. We're going to restart with 9 laps to go to decide who wins the inaugural first ever First Gear Racing Craftsman Truck Series race. Big shout out to Corey Crandall for putting this together. And appreciate everybody that showed up tonight. I know we had a lot more signed up for this series, and we'll have a lot more going through the season. Tonight was a rare night with the late Daytona 500 and some of the members at the track. So next week should have some more trucks on track, and hopefully less cautions if that works out that way. We'll see. Not gonna hold my breath. All right, pace truck's gonna pull off here. I'll leave the restart zone to the 6 truck with the 32 on the outside to get this restart underway into the Geico restart zone. And there we go. Green, green, green. There goes the 6. He really got a jump.
Yeah, he did.
Really good start. 43 was kind of sleeping there. 43 is coming. Does he make a move early? Does he wait? 45's coming up to the back of that 32 with a big bump. Big boost for the 32. Big boost. Shotgun set. Hut.
Ooh, 45 blinked there.
Now that inside line's got a good push. Now they're getting even. The 6 has caught the 32. They are side by side. That outside line has more trucks in line. 5-4, 6 if you count Todd. Ooh, we're getting racy now. 8 laps remain.
Something's going to have to happen here.
Something's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
That 43 pushes that 6, and they almost clear the 32. The 45 chooses to let go of pushing the 32 and goes high. No friends for the 32 as he drops back. He's got a chance here to get down below the behind the 05, but he actually side drafts and continues his momentum. That door is closed now. The 80 filled that spot. The 32 side drafts his way. He's got help in the middle. Is that Corey? It is.
Outside lane's wanting to go.
That 97 is going to push, push, push. That John Deere can push in everything we've run. Don't get him in an IndyCar, though, because I don't want to see him pushing that.
It can be done. Hyatt pushed me at Dega. But it was sketchy.
Yeah, it's sketchy. Yeah.
That's the best way I can
You don't want to
that.
do it. You don't want to see it. You don't want to witness it. It's too sketchy. All you need is one net code, broken wing, and you're done. Oh, there it is. The 32 gets turned down. Oh, the 35 goes up into the 45, and they're still wrecking. The 43 catches there. Oh, gets plowed by the 35.
Make sure everything looks okay.
Oh, there's some torn up trucks right there. The 32 locks it down because he can't keep it straight. Oh. Yeah, that truck will not turn. There he goes. Take it easy on the throttle. That's going to end the night for some of these drivers. They're going to need some heavy repairs. Todd's barking. Todd's barking. I can hear Todd barking. That means one thing. Means he got that
Andrew's
lucky,
way down low.
got that lucky dog. That 45 is tore up. The 45, the 43, and the 32 look to take the biggest hits, repeated hits, in that incident. While they're doing that, we're going to go back and just replay this because I feel like this was a bad bump coming out
from
of
what it
4.
looked like to me, the middle row kind of went down, and that second truck on the outside drifted up a little bit and took the 32.
Well, that 35 pushed the 32 in the right rear, pushed him down into the 6. The 35 went to get off of the 32, and it pushed him up into the 45, who was down a little bit off the wall, and they just grabbed each other, and it was done. That sucker just pulled him up. The 32 bounced sideways back into the 43, and then they both nose into the wall, and the 35 comes in and just plows the 43 again. Tough hit.
It looked like the 43 drifted up a little bit and got the...
The field is thin. Top 3 are out off pit road. Here goes 4th, the one truck coming off pit road. Everybody else is on pit road pretty much. Todd Smith gets the lucky dog. He will be 9th.
It's going to be a quick race here.
Said it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, you're doing great, man. That was fun.
$80 with the wreck avoidance for sure. He got some contact on there. I don't know. I'm going to check my fast repair list. Used. The 80 had to use his fast repair. That leaves the 6 as the only truck in the field that has not used his fast repair. And he has
Looks
led
like Andrew's out.
a race high 43 laps tonight. That 6 has been out front for the most laps. He's done a really good job of staying out of trouble. Usually you stay out of it if you're ahead of it, right? And so he's the only one with the lucky dog to spare. But everybody else...
You mean the fast repair to spare?
Yeah, sorry. No, fast repair to spare.
Looks like he's got a Darlington stripe on the right side of his truck, though. But other than that...
All right, coming to the choose. .32 and the 35 get off pit road. That Hess truck looks good. I like that paint scheme. Josh Peterson.
The old Harry Gant style. The green and white.
32 looks pretty well repaired. Not 100%, but enough to try to make something of it. The 45 you said is done.
Yep.
That was 7 cars on the lead lap, 7 cars on track. We're going to see a humdinger of a finish here.
Oh, yeah. You think they're done wrecking yet?
Nope. Got them turtle shells around that truck. Darn right he does. Mario Karting it. He's got a bunch of red shells circling on that thing. He's about to fire some off, I think. I want to see Mark fire some off here. Have a heck of a restart and try to give it the best shot he can to try to get his first win in FGR. Same for Josh. A lot of guys in this field
anybody
still.
in this top 5.
The only one that hasn't, that has one for sure, that I have record of, I believe. Well, the 6 has one. another series, and the 66 has.
Yeah.
Still on track.
But the 05, the 80, the 1, the 97, all looking for their
here
first.
that could get their first win. Restart. We're green. The 6 with another great jump. Let's see what happens when the 05 gets to him here. The 05 goes underneath. The 1. Oh no! There it is.
There will be a caution.
There it is.
What happened there?
Alright, I got a big bump for going into the turn.
Let's go to
You will
the
the 6 if we can, showing him needing to come by.
Which car?
6. Well, he may be rolling again. They're just everybody's way back there, like 12 and 25 seconds back.
Bump from the 1 does. It is a heavy bump from the 1 that just gets the 6 turned. And it was a square bump, but it was a pretty big bump. Not much you can do there.
No.
That was a heck of a run the 1 had. That he chose to go with the 6 was kind of generous, because the 25 chose, or the 05 chose not to. But that got the 6 down in the 25's right rear, and that's all it took.
Well,
the 32 got collected in that pretty hard too. Oof. Oofta, oofta, oofta. This will be our first of 3 green-white checkered attempts.
I didn't mean to jinx it when I asked if they were going to wreck again.
Well, you asked. You still asked. Looks like the 18's going to get a lap back here. He only needs that to happen 11 more times.
Yeah.
Not enough green-white checkers for that. But it keeps him a lap ahead of Corey. Ooh, doggy. All right. Pace car's coming. I think this is one to go. Maybe no, they just caught it, didn't they?
I think they did just catch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the light's still on.
Yeah. So next time by will be the one to go. Okay. Well, after all that lap down shenanigans earlier, Todd Smith is currently P4. We got 3 drivers we have to interview after this. I hope there's 3 trucks running to finish this race at the end of this. Because now, as I go to my... Everybody has used their fast repair.
Yeah. 6 cars in the lead lap? Maybe?
6, yes. Currently 6 for sure with Ben. Still on the tail end. Dan Taylor's a couple laps down. Yeah. Ben is still on the lead lap as long as he gets off before they come around. But heavy damage to that truck, and he doesn't have a meatball. Dan Taylor does, so he's most likely done getting that fixed. Corey Crandall has a black flag currently showing. I'm not certain why. It doesn't tell me that he got a penalty for anything, so I'm not certain why that's there.
Might have sped on pit road or... Sped on pit road...
Tells me he entered, but it doesn't tell me he got a black flag. It just shows it next to his name, which is weird. So we'll have to wait and see, because it doesn't tell me he got one. It tells me he got one on lap 85. That got cleared. I'm not certain on that one. We'll see.
Maybe for passing under yellow when cars were wrecking? And then pitted with it, maybe?
From
I
the
don't
last
know.
caution. It's not from this one, so that's the last one I see on record, so I don't know why it's still showing there. But he's honoring it now because he's in the pit, so. All right, here we go to choose. Oh, yep, there we go. Lights off on the pace truck. Mark
Mark
Outlet
might
was
be
the
in.
only one to choose the bottom, and then DB says, I'll take the bottom. So, again, 2-lap shootout. Anything's possible. These trucks are not going to... I mean, you're going to see some pushing, but obviously we have too much. You're just going to have another caution. So, small enough field. We got the 35, the 1...
I'd want to be the 1 right here. He's got that 97 pushing him.
The 32 did get out in time, so that's going to put him on, still on the lead lap. Yeah, I'm not certain how this works for these guys. Michael Kennedy left the service and came back connected again. Welcome back again, Michael. All right, so Ben's getting caught up here. All right. Hold on to your butts. That was our 10th caution, by the way. 100 laps, 10th caution.
For 16 cars.
And we still have 56 minutes of remaining session time. So
we might need it.
If we need 56 minutes for 3 laps, so help me God, I will burn this computer to the ground tonight. It's actually been the best it's been in a long time. I've had more screens open than I've ever had with the Daytona 500 up on one of my screens, and it never ran at 100%. This is the best this computer's ever been, knock on some wood, and I'm feeling good about it. So I don't want to have to do it myself.
So the 1 gets to choose when to go here, right?
He is the leader.
You believe?
The 1 is the leader.
They're already bouncing off each other on the bottom line there.
These guys are ready. Ready to go.
Green flag.
Green flag is out. Here we go. Great start by the 80. Not a lot of help with them, though. That 97's helping that 1, and they're going to sail off on the outside here. See what they do when they get clear, if they get clear, because here comes the 66, who I don't think's going to work with them. Maybe the 1 gets down. Tries to. Nope, stays up. 66 stays with them so far. The 18 is pushing that 80. Come on, Mark. Come on. Turtle power. Donald getting a good push by the 97. They are going to battle here in 3 and 4. The 18's a little high on the 80. Got to be careful not to turn them.
You want to be on the outside here, I do believe.
Right now, that's where the numbers are. 97 looks down. Oh no! And there it is. The 66 goes for a ride. The white flag was displayed.
Man, come on.
You're going to let them race it to the end here?
We are racing it to the end.
I don't think that 6 has a chance here.
The white flag was out. Throw a yellow and just end the race. 97 and 1 are going to stay together, I feel like, so the 6 doesn't have anybody to work with to try to get by him.
Nope,
there he
they're
goes.
Going to go side by side.
There he goes. 3 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide. And the 97 wins it ahead of the 6 by a hair.
That's the you got it.
Woo.
Good run there, Josh.
I was afraid
Great
that
finish there, guys. Top 3. Once you get done celebrating, come on into the waiting room in the Discord. We'll do some interviews.
I was afraid that when the 1 and 97 went sideways, the 6 was just going to sail right past them.
Do you get that?
Yeah, that's fine. 97.
We're going to go back, take a look at this wreck.
Congratulations. Good win.
Looks like this.
Really, dude?
The 60. Oh, Mark come up and got into Todd.
I was holding my line, man.
Please go back and watch you come off the bottom and tag me in your left rear. Took my whole lane up to get me.
Yeah.
You just bought that F-150 today, too.
Okay, I see it, man. Sorry.
Viking, I've been trying to get you to join us just once a week. Whether it be this on Sundays or something else on Saturdays.
At the Speedway, and they tagged me. Cost me a top 3 or 5 after I rebounded. I may tally that one up on you.
All right, well, we should have some guys in the waiting room here. So let me get this fired up here.
You might have to pull Samuel.
Some driver info. Get that pulled up. We'll start with the 1 of Donald Ray, who gets P3 today. Donald, it's Jason and Jonathan in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
All right, man. Leading at the white, and you come home 3rd for the checkered. Tell us about that race and anything you could have done different there to fend off that 97 and then that 6 truck there at the end.
97's a teammate, and it was either he jump out and block the run that the 6 had and get the win, or the 6 gets the win. One of the two is going to happen there. So it's just the way it is at these races. Sucks for. I thought Josh was going to be out of the race when I bumped him kind of hard there when he jumped out in front of me. And I was feeling really bad, so I'm just. Best part of the race for me is that he was able to finish on the podium. So, but good race, good team race. Congrats to Sam on the win. I know in the chat we was talking about me and Andrew in another league kind of swap races or swap wins, and Sam said it was his turn. So it just happened to be this week. So congrats to him.
Guess it works out. But yeah, that was I get the emotion with the bump on the 6 and how that happened, but he was the only one that hadn't used a fast repair yet tonight. So that worked out for him that he still had that in the bag. He had run up front and stayed out of trouble to where he had that one in the bag to get that truck cleaned up and come back out and battle with you guys. That was fun to watch. I know we had a little bit of a messy start tonight, and hopefully things get better, but it's Daytona, and that usually happens. But great run by you and the team tonight. I know the 60 ended up here in the booth with me, and the 45 didn't make it to the end, but you and the 97 stuck through and ran really good together all the way to the end of the race. So congratulations on that 3rd place tonight.
Hey guys, appreciate it, and thanks for broadcasting.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad to do it.
Congrats on your P3 there, Donald.
Before we let you go, you got anybody want to give a shout out to or a thanks to?
To the team. This is my first race in this league, and they welcomed me in pretty quick, and it's a great group of guys. Strategy worked for us most of the whole race, for most of us anyway. Shout out to the league. There's a lot of fast guys in here. Excited to be a part of it, and we'll just see what happens.
All right, buddy. Well, we'll see you next Sunday, okay?
All right, Jason. Thanks.
All right. Have a good night. All right. That was Donald. Let's pull up Josh here as we're doing a slow-mo replay for the broadcast. We've actually watching that last wreck is happening, the last caution of the race. Let me go ahead and pull Josh up here. Josh, it's Jason and Jonathan in the booth. You got a copy?
Up?
What's up, man? Heck of a race tonight, man. You led the race high laps. Your final count was 45 laps. You were the only one that was sitting on a fast repair for the second half of this race, and you almost made it to the end without having to use it, but you had it when you needed it and came back and got that 2nd place. And almost, I mean, that was a pretty close finish between you and Samuel. That was a heck of a run you had.
I had a good run out of that turn. If it was Talladega, I probably would have got past them. But.
Right. He needed that extra few yards there to get to the stripe. Yeah. But heck of a job, heck of a race. Tell us about how it went for you. How'd the night work out for you? Because we had a rough start. There was a lot of cautions. These stages come real quick early on, and then we finally got down to the meat and potatoes of that 3rd stage and had some green flag racing. Yeah. But, how'd that all work out for you?
somehow I was able to avoid all the wrecks, and I don't even know how, but I just watched it started to happen, and I eased off and went low, and I was able to avoid them all. So, and then once I got up front with the 43, we were just cruising right up in the front. It was nice.
Well, that was
And I
pretty
was getting
awesome.
kind of close on fuel. If we would have gone green the whole way, I think I would have had maybe a lap left.
We
But it was
were
hard
we
to
were
say.
thinking that everybody was super close. We were thinking
Yeah.
that. We were like, man, these guys are, got to be right on the edge from how that last caution fell about midway through the stage, and we were talking about it a lot. So, that would have been something to at least keep an eye on, because some guys pitted, on that second time by to get top off their tank, some didn't, and so it's like, and you start wondering about that, but fortunately or unfortunately, that strategy didn't play.
Yeah, it worked out. So.
Were you worried
It
about
was
the
fun.
fuel at all there at the end, or before that?
Oh yeah,
last
yeah.
caution?
I had about one lap, I think, that it would have been close for sure. I had just enough.
Yeah, and you
I
were
was
out
gunning
front
the whole
for
time,
most of that
so,
too.
yeah,
So figured you were
yeah.
full throttle. I was kind of worried about
Yeah.
you the most, because you were out front for most of that run, thinking, man, he ain't saving. He's foot to the
Oh,
floor.
no, not at all. Oh yeah. Yep. So, but yeah, it was a ton of fun.
Well,
I thought I was gonna get the whole race without using a fast repair, but
you were so
well.
close. I was praying
I
for you.
know.
I kept watching the stats. I have it tracked, and I'm like, he's the only one left. And then, dang it,
Yeah.
if it didn't come
Yeah.
with just a few laps left.
I kind of went up high and kind of, I don't want to say blocked the one, but he gave me a heck of a push, and it was just in the turn, so it spun me.
Yeah, you got such of a good start there that when they got to you, that run,
Yeah.
that 05
Yeah.
dropped down, and that
Yep.
pulled the one even faster to your back bumper, and it didn't look like it was unsquare or anything. It was just you were starting your turn, and
Yeah,
the truck
and there's
wasn't
nothing I could
happy with
do.
the speed difference. I mean, it was either run
Yeah,
into you or
exactly.
try to pass you and go 3 wide is what I feel like his options were, and I think he was trying to help you out there. It just was a little bit too much.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
my wheel
nonetheless.
was all the way to the right, so luckily I was able to get around the track without towing, so it worked out.
Right. Well, heck of a job, heck of a race. Good job to start this new series, this new season off with a second place, and
Yeah, that's awesome.
we'll end up seeing you next Sunday, most likely, or do you got to work? You still on the?
I'm gonna
coming
have to
back?
work. So
I
it's
gotcha.
like, yeah, it's every other weekend.
Gotcha.
basically.
We'll have you on the part-time schedule. That's fine. We're glad to have you when
Yep,
we can.
yep.
Heck of a race, though.
Yeah.
Before we let you go tonight, anybody want to give a shout out to or thanks to?
My buddy Tim is watching as well, and then Kayla, she's my girl. She always watches the races too, so super
Awesome.
cool.
Well, glad to have him with us and watching and supporting. We
Yeah.
appreciate it, and appreciate you
Thanks
for
for
running when you can.
Thanks for putting the broadcast on. It's a lot better these days now, so it's super cool watching it back, and it's a lot of fun.
Right, it's good, man. We're
Yeah.
trying to make it something worth
Yeah.
watching. So I'm glad that it's going that way, because Edwin and I were just, we've gone through it. You were here for it. We went through the worst, some tough first 2 seasons with some rough broadcasting. So it's nice to try to bring it together and put something better together for everybody to be able to watch and enjoy. So thanks for putting on a show tonight too. We appreciate
Yeah,
that.
man. Yep.
Congrats
All
on
right,
your
guys.
second, man.
Thank you. See you,
All
man.
right, Josh. Well, you have a good night, man. We'll catch up with you later. Okay, buddy?
You too. Take
All
care.
right, man. See ya.
All right.
All right, that was Josh, P2 tonight. Let's bring old Samuel Carter in here. Let's see. Samuel, I'll move you up here. Samuel, it's Jason and Jonathan in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Big winner
Congrats,
tonight.
man.
Congratulations on finishing Daytona P1.
Man, I appreciate it. After all that pushing for all of our Daytonas, man, it feels good to actually be up front.
You made one work out for you.
I know twice in this race you were sideways through the tri-oval sliding around.
Man,
Did you
I'm not
think
I don't know how many times I thought, well, there goes the race, because I had used that fast repair so early. But coming to that tri-oval sideways, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I'm going to catch this, okay.
Well, you did a great job, and you mowed some grass really fast in that John Deere tractor. So Daytona is going to send you a payment for that. I'm sure you got to bill them for that, because they'll bring you back next season to cut the design on the infield, because you did it so fast. Tell us about how that race went for you. You used fast repair early, and you still, you got with your teammates, you stuck together, you managed staying out of the rest of the trouble for the most part. You found yourself in a little bit of trouble, but saved the truck from heavy damage. How and then that last lap, I mean, you had your teammate, you had the six, you had what worked through the mind there to make the move and not try to fend off the six and maybe help the one, or how did that work out for you?
Yeah, well, me and Donald, we were talking, and I told him, I said, look, man, I'm going to push you through it. I don't care. P2's fine with me as long as the team wins. But the six, man, he's been good all night about getting a good run. And I saw him coming. I told Donald, and I told him, I got to go so he doesn't win. And I jumped out in front of him, and I got around him. And then the six just about got me. Like he said, we were talking earlier. If it was Talladega, he had me for sure. But, man, he'd been going all night. I knew he was going to be a tough truck to defend, honestly.
Yeah, he definitely had the speed. He was definitely good all night. He stayed out of trouble until the very end. He was the last car on the roulette to have to use his fast repair on that last caution. And kind of figured with him having that in his back pocket to come in and try to get what he could there at the end. And he did. He had that good start. And then you guys just pulled out just enough to where he could get that run, and he made it work. And I think the decision, and Donald was telling us the same thing. One of you had to win. You wanted it to go to the team. So when you have that decision, sometimes you have to make the pass you got to take the run and use what you can. You did it at the right time. If you would have waited, if you would have gone a little earlier, I don't know if that works out. I think you literally did it in like 100-foot section of the track that was perfect. Because either other way, the six is closer to you, I feel like, or further up. So, heck of a run, heck of a drive. Congratulations on winning the inaugural First Gear Racing Craftsman Truck Series race at Daytona, starting this season off with a bang. Anybody you want to give a shout out to, thanks to, before we let you go tonight?
Yeah, man. Obviously, shout out to the whole team, the Rocky Top Racing crew here. Jonathan's in the booth tonight too, because he got wrecked out a little early, which we were sad to see that. Andrew, Donald, everybody, man, it was great. Having a team was a lot of fun. I've never actually ran a league with a full team like this kind of. We actually work together more or less. You might just talk together, but and you as well, man. The streams, every race I run, I know I'm pretty new with you guys, but I always watch it while racing. I like to kind of look over and watch it under cautions and whatnot. But it's been a whole lot of fun, man. I enjoyed it a lot.
Well, we appreciate it, man.
You told me before the race that you had just bought that F-150. What do you think of it now?
Hey, man, I guess we're sticking to it. We're going to try to keep driving this thing to victory lane.
All right, so then the other side of the question is how many times of not winning with it do you decide then to park it?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to figure it out, huh?
All right,
I guess when I start seeing more Chevys in the victory lane, I'm going to hop on back over there.
Fair enough. I mean, you literally held off. The only other Ford in the field was your teammate. The only other make other than a Chevy was your other teammate. Other than that, you still held it strong tonight. I don't know if that'll work every week, but I wish you the best. I don't know. But, hey, we only had, just over half of our signed-up field tonight, so we'll see some more action possibly next week. Again, appreciate you joining and running with us. Well, I don't think it'll be like that, but we'll see. But really appreciate you coming and running with us, Samuel. You've been a spark to the league, a spark to the group. You've put on what I would call in my broadcasting days some of the best racing I've gotten to see. Your driving style, your just overall how you handle in all the cars I've seen you drive. You've done a really good job so far, very short in your stint with First Gear Racing, and we appreciate you being here with us, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Again, congratulations on that win, and we'll see you next week, okay, buddy?
All right, brother. See you next week.
All right, have a good night.
Have a good one.
See you, man.
All right, well, that is it for us. I'm going to go ahead and pull up our, see if it'll actually come up here, results page. If it wants to. Sometimes it doesn't want to. There we go. There's our 16 finishing positions tonight. Samuel Carter does get the win. Josh Peterson second. Donald Ray third. Mark Owlette gets a top 5. Comes in fourth. Ben Summerford with fifth. Todd Smith sixth. He fought so hard to get back on the lead lap, and then contact there after taking the white flag kind of ruined his chances at battling for a win, but still comes home with the 6th place. Dan Taylor finishes 5 laps down in 7th. Andrew Groves down 8 laps in 8th. Jareth Walker down 8 laps in 9th. Zachary Bardsley finishes 10 laps down in 10th. Daniel Butler 11 laps down in 11th. Corey Crandall 12 laps down in 12th. And then Ivan Deschamps is 38 laps down in 13th. Michael Kennedy on and off track tonight finishes 54 laps down in 14th. Jonathan Hambrick 67 laps down in 15th. And Brendan Decker finishes 16th, 82 laps down. We appreciate you all for tuning in tonight. Late Sunday night racing that we're going to be doing here with the Truck Series and First Gear Racing in the network, but we appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with us. We've got our final week of racing and our 3 main series we've had here. Week 12 starts tomorrow with the Indy cars, and then we've got GT3s wrapping up their championship on Wednesday, and then this coming Saturday we've got the Gen 6 Cup Series wrapping up their season as well. So we'll be on the air a lot this week, and then we'll see you on the next one. So we'll be here tomorrow night live. Edwin will be in the booth as we take the Indy cars to Las Vegas to wrap up that championship season. So y'all have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
It'll be an exciting one tomorrow.
Absolutely.
It'll be close.
It's going to be a blast. It's going to be fun to watch. Can't wait. I get to race in it, so I'm excited. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you later.